My name is April Rovero. I'm from California. And thank you. I'm here to talk about my son also. We're just one family out of so many out here and beyond that have suffered as a result of this epidemic. On December 18th, 2009, we got notice that my son had been found in his apartment off campus at Arizona State University. And he had passed away sometime hours before that. And sadly, I'll talk a little bit more about that, but sadly, 9 months to the day of Joey's death, my son, one of his two roommates also died. He took his life, shot himself in front of his girlfriend. He had been living with guilt and all sorts of issues, mental health issues and whatever, before even Joey's death. And it just got too much for him and he took his life. So there we are, one person gone. Here comes the next person. Over the course of about a year, we lost 8 or 9 kids at ASU. Those are the ones that I know. These are college kids, the leaders of our country theoretically moving forward, and they're gone. And it was because of prescription drugs. The details surrounding my son's death are really interesting. We learned afterwards that 9 days before Joey died, he had left Arizona and gone with a couple of fraternity friends to Los Angeles, and they went to see a doctor who was known for prescribing medications like crazy. People were coming to her, she was in Los Angeles, people were coming to her from Orange County, Riverside, San Diego, Los Angeles, and my son and these 2 guys from Arizona to get medications. She was a dirty doctor, and I learned what that term meant that night that we learned about Joey's death. I'd never heard of that before. I was appalled. Joey had been given, as he walked in and got this very short visit, of course, cash only kind of visit. First time ever seeing this doctor. He walked away with a 30-day supply of Xanax, 30-day supply of Soma, and of course, oxycodone. And he was sent to a pharmacy 30-some miles away because the pharmacies in her area weren't filling her prescriptions anymore. They had actually reported her, and unbeknownst to us, of course, until sometime down the path, this doctor had been under investigation before my son had even walked in the door for a couple of years. I imagine there are some people out here in the audience that were impacted by this doctor. Well, the good news is she's been arrested. She's in jail and has been since March 1st, 2012. We're still awaiting trial for this doctor. I don't know when it's going to happen. I thought it might be this year, but no, it'll be maybe next year. Doesn't matter to me. She's where she needs to be. She's not prescribing medication, right? So we're happy with that. We'll see what happens down the path. She's been charged with my son's death, second-degree murder, right? Second-degree murder for Joey and 2 other young men, and there are 21 other felony counts against her, illegal prescribing, and 1 case of fraud. So we'll see what happens. If they convict her of all of the charges, she will be in jail for 44 years to life. Our lives completely changed, as it did for anyone affected by this, the moment we learned about Joey's death. This was a great kid. This should not have happened. I am outraged, I truly am. I am so happy to be a part of FedUp. We are here to make a difference, and every one of us can speak out and make a difference here and back home. How could 100 precious family members a day, 100 plus, die from overdoses from perfectly legal drugs without appropriately having action taken against them at all levels of our government? We need their help. As the Honorable Mary Bono has said multiple times when I've been around her, if these were dolphins, if these were fish, whatever, there would be swift action. We'd have everybody out at the ocean trying to save them. These are human beings. They don't deserve to be in this situation. Please read the platform for FedUp if you haven't already. We need to have our doctors not prescribe like they are. Those that are just plain dumb, we need to get them on board, right? They need education. Those are like Joey's doctor who are just plain in it for money, greed. They need to be taken down. We need to make sure we report them and get that taken care of. We need funding for treatment. We need all those things that everyone before me has talked about. We are an overdose nation. We've got to turn that around. Somehow we've got to turn that around. There's no insight right now. If we don't get the support of our government, we're not going to get through this. We're fed up, fed up, fed up. Let's take action. Let's go get them. Thank you.